China has a socialist market economy and it has the second largest GDP. It has the fastest growing economy and the largest market economy in the world. It is also the largest trade nation. China exports a lot of products, and 47% of these exports belong to the category of machinery and transport equipment. Second are rubber, textile, and metallurgical products at 18%. Chemical products consist of 5% of China's exports, while food is at 3%. At the fifth spot is mineral and fuel minerals at 2%. China's top import is its top export, machinery and transport equipment. At second place are non-edible raw materials at 12%. Chemical products, mineral and fuel materials, and textile, metallurgical and rubber products are all at 11% each. China's authoritarian development model appears robust, generating high real growth year after year. But if true economic development is measured by the alternatives open to people, China's market socialism falls far short of achieving the status of Hong Kong as the world's freest economy. The flaws in China's development model will become increasingly evident as inflationary pressures build, differences in rural-urban living standards mount, a growing middle class demands an end to censorship, capital controls narrowly limit investment alternatives, land rights are strictly curtailed, and freedom of movement is infringed upon by a draconian internal passport system. Without the freedom to openly criticize the Chinese Communist Party's monopoly on power, people won't be free to choose preferred alternatives, including a genuine rule of law that protects life, liberty, and property. Without capital freedom, people won't be free to choose investment alternatives that make them better off than the negative real returns on holding deposits at state-owned banks. Without transferable land use rights, farmers will remain at the mercy of local officials and be unable to realize the full value of those rights. And without the freedom to move and to be treated equally under the law, the divide between those holding urban resident permits and non-holders under the Hukou system will continue to foster social unrest. Even though